This car tells the story of how you can have basically everything going right for you and still fail. It's a Bugatti EB110 Supersport and is possibly the most overlooked hypercar in automotive history. Because if you didn't know, in the 1990s when the Bugatti brand was revived in Italy, some of the world's greatest engineers and car designers came together to build this car, making a car that was so incredibly ahead of its time. And some of the features that the car had included a quad-turbo V12 engine that pushed the car to be the fastest production car in the world when it came out. It was one of, if not the very first car to have a carbon fiber monocoque chassis in a road-going supercar, when almost all of its competitors were still using tube frame chassis. And Bugatti put an emphasis on still having comfort and luxury on the inside of a performance car, when typically back at this time you still had to choose between the two. The car used lightweight alloys and composites to make it as lightweight yet still rigid as possible so it could have the best performance on the road, and it even had the heritage of a classic brand, Bugatti, which is one of the winningest racing brands in history, plus enough hype behind it that the launch party was basically a 3-day citywide party, and even Ferrari's star child Michael Schumacher had to have one. Yet despite so many of these accolades and broken records, the EB110 just never quite got its footing, and Bugatti, as a revival in the 1990s when the cars were built in Italy, had to declare bankruptcy, leaving many of the EB110s to be orphan cars, up until the point when Volkswagen bought Bugatti and brought manufacturing back to France, where they then made the Veyron, the Chiron, and now the Tourbillon. And now, because of that brand legacy, these cars are finally now coming into a point of the true appreciation that they deserve. But even with that, they are still incredibly rare to find, with this car being one of only 6 Supersport prototypes ever made on display at Curated in Miami.